If you've travelled during Christmas and you've had something confiscated, please share your story with me at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Let me know what was confiscated, how the airport dealt with it, and whether you were expecting it to be, well, you obviously weren't expecting it to be confiscated, but whether you feel the decision to confiscate it was outside the rules of confiscation at the time. So do you feel that it should have been safe to go through? So say facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show is the place to share your stories. Now, back in August 2015, I can't believe it's that long ago, I featured a drinks app that can get you a free drink. Here is some more London-based news from the app. They have sorted users access to East House, which is EIS, the new word HAUS, which is a pop-up ice bar by Tower Bridge, where you can get a round of Moscow Mule shots and 2-for-1 entry for the experience. Have you ever been in a bar made completely of ice? Well, give it a go. This is just a rough idea of the stories of the news this this phone app is given out. So you do have to check for any exceptions and times of day where you can't claim your drink, but it'll all be on the app. So this is just a rough idea of what could be possible for you if you're in London this festive time to have a Christmas party. There's also the Magic Roundabout, who have worked their wizardry and transfigured their edgy outdoor exterior into a winter wonderland interior. So it's you can go there if you feel like you want to be in Lapland, and it's on top of Old Street Station. And there's Nordics, which is right off Oxford Street. It's a basement bar that feels more like a Scandinavian chalet than central London, and it's a perfect place to pile in and take advantage of the shop wheel. So you can get your app from Apple Store or Google Play. I do have it myself, but I haven't been anywhere yet to be able to take advantage of it. You do have to check into Facebook to get the drink. So if you're hiding from somebody, perhaps the app isn't for you.
Hey Dave, it's your round, mate.
Yeah, my throat's drier than the Gobi Desert.
All right. Beers all round, yeah? Okay, which one of you jokers has got my wallet?
Well, I haven't got it. God, he'll do anything to save a few quid.
Yeah, that's right. He's always had short arms and long pockets.
Seriously, guys, someone's nicked it from my bag.
If you lose your wallet, passport or tickets while you're on holiday, your mates winding you up will be the least of your worries. Keep your valuable stuff locked up safely when you don't need it. And if you're on the beach or by the pool, only take the cash you need.
For more information, go to gov.uk/knowbeforeyougo or follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
You can follow me on Twitter at holiday_hut. Enjoying wine or spirits? Do you like going on a cruise? Well, I've got some good news for you then. Cunard has launched its first Wine and Spirit Education Trust course. It's partnered with Wine and Spirit Educational Trust, or WSET, the world's largest provider of wine and spirits qualifications, to launch the first ever WSET certified wine and spirit course to be available on the flagship ocean liner Queen Mary 2. WSET works with approved program providers in over 70 countries to offer its qualifications to interested enthusiasts and industry professionals. And it ranges from Level 1 awards in wines and spirits and sake to the prestigious Level 4 diploma in wines and spirits. This partnership with Cunard is the first time WSET courses will be available to guests on a transatlantic or round-the-world cruise. So it'll be initially available on the Queen Mary 2, and it'll be in the westbound transatlantic crossings and the world voyage trips, with plans to extend the courses to Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth later in 2017. Guests aboard the westbound transatlantic crossings from Southampton to New York can embark on a 5-day course to achieve WSET Level 1 awards in wines. This course gives a hands-on introduction to the world of wine in an interactive and relaxed atmosphere for beginners. The course covers the basics of wine types and styles through sight, smell and taste, as well as how to store and serve wine and pairing food with wine. Guests aboard the round-the-world voyages from Southampton to Cape Town and Cape Town to Fremantle, Hong Kong to Dubai and Dubai to Southampton can participate in a 12-day course to achieve Level 2 award in wine and spirits. The beginner to intermediate level course is for enthusiasts seeking to a core understanding of wine and spirits, It explores the major grape varieties and the styles of wines they produce, as well as the important wine regions in which they are grown. People taking part will also learn about key classifications and labelling terminology, and are given a basic overview of the key categories of spirits and liqueurs. Each of the courses finishes with a multiple choice exam, and, on passing, candidates receive a globally recognised WSET qualification certificate and a badge as proof of their new knowledge. The debut voyage to offer WSET courses will be the westbound transatlantic crossing from Southampton on December the 15th, 2016, although it's probably sold out now. The first round the world voyage offering the course will set off on the 20th of January from Southampton to Cape Town. Guests can book a course by calling Cunard ahead of their journey or by speaking to the sommelier whilst on board. These courses are the latest addition to the cruise line's extensive wine credentials. Queen Mary II is renowned for having one of the finest wine lists at sea, while the Cunard Wine Academy offers an all-sensory experience of food and wine pairings, tastings, and producer masterclasses for guests. The Level 1 award is $295 and the Level 2 award is $595. Also, the additional wine services on the Queen Mary II, which the cruise line calls the world's finest floating wine cellar. Guests can indulge in a unique collection of 484 fine wines, including the highly sought-after California Screaming Eagle at $4,500 per bottle, which is going to be served by the glass for the very first time. That's going to be an expensive glass of wine. The wine list is an integral part of the dining experience on board and took over a year to be designed. Cunard has very highly skilled sommeliers on board. A majority of them have a level 2 or 3 WSET qualification, and they are constantly in contact with the suppliers and growers. Cunard's bar service manager and head of beverages tasted over 2,000 wines between them from all over the world before finalising the perfect selection. Other highlights on the wine list include First Growth wine flights. The 5 premier crews of Murdo are served together in an unforgettable flight, celebrating their brilliance and individuality. There's legendary wines by the glass, and a unique vintage porter collection even, not launched. And the Cunard Wine Academy is an all-sensory experience of food and wine pairings, tastings and producer masterclasses. And the cruise line says this is an unparalleled expertise of the sommeliers combined with an approachable style that make the wine tasting courses both highly enjoyable and informative for those with no previous experience of the serious wine aficionado. The Academy runs a variety of courses and each programme is bespoke to each cruise. And some examples are Lunch and Learn, tutored tastings, fine wine seminars and wine master classes. For more information, or to book a cruise, you can contact your travel agent or visit www.cunard.com. You can keep up to date with travel news and leave me a message at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. I'm sure I didn't do Cunard any favours by trying to big up their wine tasting cruises. I'm not a fan of wine, I've got to be honest, so it's very difficult to get excited over something such as wine, which I think is just tasteless and smelly. If you disagree with me about the taste of wine and the smell of wine, just let me know. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. So now to completely kill off another travel idea. It's slightly different to tasting the best wines in the world. It's mild camping, and this is for lovers of the great ideas who don't like to stray outdoors even. See, I've messed it up already. Who don't like to stray too far from the comforts of home. And Visit Scotland has identified this as a new trend for 2017. The National Tourism Organisation is encouraging landowners and holiday parks to consider providing mild camping experiences, something that offers visitors the adventure and thrill of wild camping, but in a secure environment. Mild camping forms part of the Visit Scotland Insight Department's Trends 2017 paper, which you can find at visitscotland.org. Other trends identified is novel leisure, which on the back of the globally successful books such as Outlander encourages businesses to highlight local literary connections. Cultural noir, meanwhile, is all about dark tourism, emphasising the importance of storytelling and local knowledge to satisfy customers' appetites for details about Scotland's dark side. They must be talking about my father-in-law. Another trend is fluid itinerary travel, which encourages businesses to take advantage of the increasing popularity of road trips along routes such as the North Coast 500. The 2017 trends represent elements of consumer and industry behaviour expected to develop over the next 18 to 24 months. It is designed to stimulate thought amongst Scottish tourism businesses, and the paper also identifies a number of trends which may encourage visitors to the country. As well as fluid itinerary, there's just-in-time inspiration, taking advantage of digital amnesia. Businesses can create innovative and attention-grabbing promotional marketing which could be utilised in location service software. Silence is tartan, the deafening silence of well-being. A recent European report highlighted Scotland as one of the quietest places in the continent, while it also boasts some of the darkest skies. Travel businesses can promote the health benefits of Scotland by highlighting its peace and tranquility. Hunt for sustainability, where customers are increasingly interested in the origin and practices when choosing brands. Tourism businesses should look to showcase their green credentials. Chris Greenwood, the Senior Tourism Insight Manager at Visit Scotland, said, "The overarching theme for our 2017 Trends paper is the understanding uncertainty. Obviously, predicting the future is complicated, but it is essential for Scottish tourism businesses to be flexible and to be able to react to change. After careful study of growing trends amongst potential visitors to Scotland, we are giving members of the tourism industry up and down the country an informed outlook for the year ahead." So if you're looking for travel ideas for 2017 and you haven't been to Scotland yet, or you want to return but do something different, then do give the report a glance. I mean, it is designed for businesses, but it's going to have some great travel ideas in there for you too. And the link for it can be found at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show, or you can just go to visitscotland.org and search for the Trends and Insight report. Now back to Airbnb, which I've been mentioning quite a lot over the last few weeks. The company has dropped its 6-week-old lawsuit against New York State Attorney, the New York City and the New York City Mayor. This is a move that could serve to constrain businesses in the largest US market for the peer-to-peer accommodation service. Airbnb filed a suit in late October over a law that fines hosts as much as $7,500 for posting listings that violate New York's short-term rental laws. The company is now saying that it will work with the city to prevent property owners from running de facto hotels with multiple Airbnb listings. The company, which itself wouldn't be subject to any of these fines, says it has removed more than 3,400 New York listings from the site that appear to be operated by hosts with multiple listings. New York City, which enacted a law in 2010 barring landlords from renting apartment units for fewer than 30 days at a time, will outline how it plans to enforce the law in a public hearing later in the month. According to AirDNA even, a company that provides information to vacation rental entrepreneurs and investors, there are almost 49,000 active Airbnb rentals in New York City. This compares with 17,000 in LA and 10,000 each in Chicago and San Francisco. AirDNA says that Paris is Airbnb's largest worldwide market with 69,000 listings. Around 12% of New York's 35,000 active hosts have multiple listings, compared with 14% of San Francisco's and almost a fifth of LA hosts, according to AirDNA. Public officials, as in other cities around the world, which I've mentioned over the last few weeks, have argued that the Airbnb units increasing has worsened the city's housing shortage. Hotel lobbyists also say that Airbnb hosts operate at an unfair advantage over hotel companies because they aren't required to pay occupancy taxes or abide by safety regulations for the hospitality industry. It's believed that Airbnb units account for around a third of New York's short-term accommodation units, inclusive of hotel rooms, compared to around 15% at LA and less than 10% at Chicago. Airbnb earlier in the year sued its home city of San Francisco over what the company said were laws that force prospective hosts into Byzantine and onerous registration process.